I just seen my first CyberCab in Orlando. You're gonna see this video now. And I was thinking in the same time, like, what's happened since Tesla started the RoboTaxi service. I was expecting a much quicker ramp up with the unsupervised. And they got few cars, we got like 69 right now. And we have around 10 times more supervised. As I said, I was expecting much more. But in the one hand, as a Tesla shareholder, I don't like that because Tesla share price is definitely going to go up more when we're going to see more CyberCabs and RoboTaxis on the road. But in the other hand, as a Tesla shareholder, I like that safe approach, like we did not have any accidents since February. But the Tesla RoboTaxis coast, only human people, human drivers hit the RoboTaxis. So in one hand, it's good it's slow because it's safe. In the other hand, share price wise, it's maybe not the best. But I think altogether, it's better to be safe. And I think sooner or later, the share price will always represent the situation. So hopefully, it will be much higher. And why they waiting? I just keep thinking about like why they waiting. The main reason why they're waiting is probably the V15 software. That's why they got CyberCabs everywhere, waiting for the new software probably. I would just keep wondering about one thing. I'm coming from a student and my car is driving itself. And I was always thinking when we can send out our cars into the Tesla network, it's going to be like end of my school. And a few years ago, if you would ask me, I would say, yeah, that's going to definitely happen in this decade. I don't think so. It's going to happen anytime soon. I mean, probably we can send out our cars, I would say in about 5 years. I'm not skeptical, I'm more like realistic. If you check this first year, how quickly they were expanding, it's really slow. And they're gonna probably do something similar in every single city, same like in Austin, Texas. And of course, we're hoping it's gonna be quicker, but probably it's gonna be the same speed. So I expect probably the Orlando RoboTaxi service will start next year, to be realistic. And we can maybe send out our cars in about 3 years, 4 years, let's say 2030, maybe later. And I was always thinking like, when that's gonna happen, I need to, just buy more Teslas and send them out, and probably not too many people are gonna be interested about having a driver's license. But I'm thinking more and more it's gonna be like an overlap, like a huge overlap, like a decade overlap maybe, between you can send out your RoboTaxi and at the same time people want to have driving license still. And the reason why I say that, because there's a huge contrast between people. I'm having so many students who just choosing me because I got the earliest time, and they super surprised about the Tesla, about just the electric cars in general still in 2026. And they also really surprised about self-driving when I started showing to them, and they just couldn't even imagine like how is it working and why is it working, and not even think about like RoboTaxi and you can send out your car. So I think it's still we are early. I think only 10% of the people are aware of Tesla fully. Like I had a student, I just finished with one student, fun fact, his middle name is Tesla, and they got multiple Teslas. They were really early adopters. They had one of the first few hundred Tesla Model 3s back in 2017. They just sold it. They got a new plaid Model X. They got a new Model Y, same like me. And I asked him like how many times his parents using the full self-driving, and he said that they are almost never using it. They're only using it on highways, and it's like so strange. Like I'm using it between students all the time, but I can. So there's going to be a huge overlap, and it's like a kind of a knowledge gap. Like so many people, they don't know, and it's going to be so long when we can have enough CyberCabs and RoboTaxis on the road, when people are going to realize they maybe don't even need to buy a car anymore, or if they buy a car, maybe they can just send them out. So even if from tomorrow suddenly Tesla sold full self-driving, they cannot produce enough CyberCabs and cars to flood the market. So it's going to be a long process. It's going to be at least 10 years when it's going to be visible, more visible and more obvious for people. Like you got the self-driving cars, and at the same time, a lot of people, they're going to still buy gas cars, unfortunately, and they're gonna still want to have a learner's license, which is good for my business. But it's kind of strange, like it's gonna be a huge overlap. I think it's gonna be like, as I said, at least a decade overlap between these things. And I was always thinking there's gonna be like kind of an end of the story and the next story starts. It's gonna be a big overlap, I think. I think more and more it's gonna be like this. And it's gonna be kind of interesting to think about. Like I really need to think about, like, if I need to, which one is better for my business. If I'm gonna, let's say 10 years from now, if I'm gonna send my cars out to work on their own as a RoboTaxi, or if I'm gonna use them in the school. Maybe daytime I'm gonna use them in the school, and overnight I'm gonna send them out. You never know. We will see. What do you think?